Hi. Yeah, this is the third episode I'm doing in a row, because I really like this game. Here. I think we're good to go. There's nothing else to do, right? Continue your journey, let's go. Big Bertrude's. A small bog dweller outpost at the edge of the sea. The lone minstrel says someone here can help you pursue the stars across the sea. This is the place. Let us go to see my client's companion as soon as you're ready. Seek Big Bertrude. Anyone want to talk? Nope. Okay. Big Bertrude's is a sickly gathering of bog dwellers who stay within shadows, yet you can feel their eyes surveying everything. The lone minstrel steps forward. Sandalwood sent us. Those words are enough to make the bog dwellers snap to attention. They emerge from the dark, mud and dark, and begin inspecting your black wagon with their strange tools. One of the bog dwellers slither forward. She is larger than the rest, and leaves no doubt that she commands the others. Thou speakest the name Sandalwood. We would know his whereabouts. Reveal them to us. Good day to you, Big Bertrude. Bog dweller once feared and respected in the Commonwealth for his sorceress work. It is a pleasure to meet you at last, for Sandalwood always spoke highly of you and your handiwork. No, he did he? In turn, we know who thou must be. Yet thou speakest of the past, Sandalwood. Doth he yet live? Speak plain and quickly. To be quite frank with you, madam, I do not know for certain, for I have been apart from him for some time, carrying out his will. Though I have every faith that I, Sandalwood, lives. As for his current whereabouts, I understand that he awaits us somewhere near Wakingwood, a labyrinth of a forest in the western half of Black Basin. Few know their way around in it. The path to the sacred Mount Allodil lies far beyond these suffocating woods. I am not going to remember all of these named places beyond the waters. We wish to seek him there, though, as you can see, our wagon is ill-suited for the task. The one called Bertrude frowns at this, studying the lone minstrel all the while. Indeed, then leave us, return at dawn, that is all. By your grace, Big Bertrude. The lone minstrel turns away, but Hedwyn stops him. Hold on, are you sure about this? Needing the wagon in their care. All should be in accordance with my client's plan. You keep calling Sandalwood your client. He must reward you well. Aye, in a manner of speaking, he helped me find a sense of purpose I thought lost. Hedwyn nods at this, then turns to you. Well, my friend, I guess we'll see what happens, right? I'm off to let the others know. You find yourself with time for your vacations, while the bog dwellers go about their business. Study in private. Add to your black man's stash of goods. That'll get me money, I guess. Grant a small global bonuses to your fellow exiles during the rites. Mentor companion. Teach your fellow exiles the old ways. Oh. I'll go with mentor companion again, because that's 1,000 experience. 1,000 experience. I kind of want to give it to Hedwyn, because he's a little bit behind. Oh, but Tizo. No. Hedwyn's a more all-rounder. Hedwyn's... Sure thing, friend. I appreciate the offer. Where to begin? You sit down with Hedwyn to go over some of the subtler aspects of the rites, such as the state of banishment and how to return from it. You sense he is beginning to understand. 1,000 experience. I used to think the scribes were just stuff for stories, but all of this really is their doing, isn't it? When power casting, Hedwyn's aura travels in a wider, longer line than usual. If Hedwyn jumps into airborne adversaries, he banishes them. Critical strike, I reckon. Yeah. Banishment during the rites. I suppose that's to remind us of our exile, isn't it? Well, continue your journey. Don't mind if I do. The lone minstrel finds you early the next day. Reader, it is ready. Please, come have a look. The others are already there. The lone minstrel beckons you to come see the wagon. The black wagon appears different now that it did even the day before. The hull is fully sealed and reinforced, and all manner of nautical equipment adorns the port side. Wow. You people seeing this? I'm gonna have a look around. The wagon should be fit for a sea voyage. Let us depart at your earliest convenience. What about Big Bertrude? She then appears as if on cue. Tell that Sandalwood he owes us twice over. If I may, Big Bertrude, you can tell him yourself if you wish to accompany us in our voyage north. Our group would welcome someone of your vast experience. Dare thee make flirtations upon us? No, enough. But should ye see that Candlewood, tell him also to come visit us again. Now, be gone from here, and tell no one that we are paid in favours. She slithers off without another word. Soon, the lone minstrel breaks the silence. We are fortunate that she assisted us, but we should go, just as she said. I knew the navigational controls, and shall explain. This is so exciting, I don't know how to swim. Scree! Tizo seems to share Bay's enthusiasm for heading out to sea. I'm beginning to feel ill already. Your black one has become seaworthy. The Sea of Solace awaits. Set sail. Worm Gulf. I can't interact with the thing, so I guess I go here. I didn't even read the text again, damn it. I just keep clicking without reading the text. I want to read all the text though. And into the sea we go! Woo! Oh god, that's amazing. Worms Gulf. Wime Gulf even. You and your companions watch the sea as your wagon rolls over the gentle waves. We're crossed into Wime Gulf. I hope that you're acclimatizing well. Tempestuous Sea of Solace lies beyond this death-still body of water. Exiled worms from the sea dominion naturally congregate around here. There is no acclimatizing to these worm-infested waters. We risk everything to sail here. As long as we follow the cold current Big Bertrude indicated, we shall be safe. If the next right is in the middle of the sea, how will our adversaries meet us there? They shall find their way, as we find ours. It is all part of the scribe's design. Now, reader, please confirm the next point on our sea journey. We seek the hulk of oars. Carcass of the doomed exploring vessel Dazraban, lost in the waters of the downside. Out to Solace. Bertrude's instructions are to navigate the maze of moors in a curving route bearing northeast. Fettered waters off the coast of Flagging Hands. You're doing it. Yeah. The wagon continues rolling gently across the waves, which seems to you a welcome change of pace after coming from Flagging Hands not very long ago. However, Jodario seems more concerned now than ever before and paces ceaselessly. When she notices Ruki, she stops him for some questioning. Greentail, how is he doing? Who? Hedwig? Oh, he's pretty much the same. He's been up all night, retching into the waters as if I had to guess. His first time out at sea? His first. She turns to you. Reader, please check on Hedwin when you have the opportunity. He requires our support, and we require his swift recovery. We wish them a good afternoon as you go check up on the others in the group. Later, you find Hedwin looking out of sorts. You doing alright? Oh, hello, my friend. It's just, the sea hasn't been good for me, I guess. It's funny, all this trouble, just to get back to Commonwealth of all places. Hey, tell me something. What do you miss the most about that place? Food! There is food. Sure, it was highly illegal, though just the same, you miss having access to your volumes, the few friends you had. Your life was always difficult. Your life was almost always difficult, but several of your long-time confidence did help you get by. Your mouth waters at the thought of it, at least compared with what passes for sustenance here. You made no conscious efforts to discard most of your memories of living in the Commonwealth. My friends. You tell them that there are those who did support you over the years, and that it pains you that now to be apart from them. Yeah, I hear you, my friend. There's someone I miss terribly back there, myself. I'm sure that when you make it out of here, your loved ones will be waiting. Anyway, I'll be fine, I think. Thank you for checking up on me. We sense he wishes to be alone. There's not much to be done for him now. It appears Hedwyn is too ill to conduct an X-ray. May he get well soon. I'm sorry for my interruption, reader. Please again confirm the next point on our voyage. I can't look on this thing. I can only click here. According to Bertrude, the celestial landmark you seek is beyond this strait. If not being this region, Sea of Solace. By the scribes, the sea, I didn't know it was so beautiful. Having escaped the waters of Wine Gulf, we can now see what must be the hulk of oars far on the horizon. Not everyone is taking well to the sea voyage, however. Tizo is wondering if Hedwyn is feeling better. He requires further rest, Tizo. All we can do is wish him a swift recovery. Reader, sir, from this point our voyage must diverge from Bertrude's instructions. Please, consult with your companions about which course to take. Babe believes that the 8 scribes shall bless you here. Tizo wants you to fish for something tasty here. Do I want to be blessed, or do I just want to look for stuff? Let's be blessed. I'm feeling some blessing. We're going for. I would usually side with you, Tizo, but I feel like a blessing would be pretty cool. We'll need all the help we can get. You find Bay glazing down into the depths. The water is so very beautiful, and yet it's very dangerous. They always said it's very dangerous if you fall in or drink enough of it. But the scribes, they have protected us, and they are watching, I just know. Even out here, in the waters of Under King Oars, they urge us on. I feel it, I just know. 7th of the 8 scribes of the Book of Rites, known as the Persevering or the Sea Sojourner, the legendary leader of the Wime's undersea crusades, sought to reach the edge of the abyss. There is no denying the north current sends you quickly on your way. Perhaps it is the thought of reaching land again, but you can sense a spring in everyone's step. Your companions came plus I would rather have the money. Crap. It's only for the next right. Plus 2 quickness for the next right. Okay, so no more blessings because it's temporary. I'd rather have the gold and get something more concrete. At last you arrive at the hulk of oars after a journeying across the sea. It seems the next right is commenced here soon, though there is no sign of your next adversaries yet. Jodariel. What's up? Reader, a moment of your time. He asked what was on her mind. Hedwyn. He is beginning to recover from his illness. However, its sudden onset serves as a reminder, I believe. I have known Hedwyn since he was a child. Even now, I hesitate to say that he has grown. Nevertheless, there are such things that even I would never say to him directly. For instance, I struggle with his confidence at times. Whether he leads us to our freedom or our doom, I am ambivalent. Ambivalent. I don't know that word. That's an important word as well. Speak not a word of this to him, of course, in case that is unclear. I shall tell him in my own way if and when the time requires. In any case, when times remind me of his mortal weaknesses, I end up having to consider what should happen should we become separated permanently. She trails off a while. What I mean to say is, you should know that I fully pledge now to this quest of ours, whether Hedwyn is the one to lead us to its end or not. I have my reasons. One of them is him. I get you, we're all family here. I expect the same holds true for you. That is all I wish to say. Take care, reader. Thanks, Jodariel. Appreciate it. She nods and brushes past you towards the door. I love them so much. Oh, I love them all. Down the river, in the words of Gol. The Emperor, Salim Mir, knew naught of this, of course. His expedition yielded not the treasure he desired, but brought him closer to his country than he had ever been before. As he travelled down the river's Cyclarian in pursuit of greed, he found instead an inkling of shame. He saw the sunken faces of his people, heard their words for him. In time, he could not ignore it, and it proved more than he could bear. The river finally claimed him, his belongings, and his retinue. That's not a word I don't know. Once the people heard, I understand, they cried with joy. I am not as good at English as I thought I was. Perhaps he ought to have perished, but the mercy shown to him, I think, is what transformed him. I see. Alright. The star again. What brings you to me this time, my dear reader? Nah, no sorrows. What's on your mind? There is an undulation I have sensed, reader, which means I think that your black wagon sails to sea. Am I not right? Of course I am. She laughs at this, or herself perhaps. I scarce remember the sea. It has been a little while since I bathed in it, you understand. My memories of it are wistful nonetheless, although, if I remember correctly, the Sea of Solace is a disgusting mockery of the Emerald Seas near to our empire. Empire Sar dominated the world known for millennia, till the doomed reign of Salim Mir. Never shall we make the wicked errors of our predecessors, the Archjustice and Robles the Fourth. So do be careful out there, will you? Now, let me cease my prattling, lest I extend my sentence by another eternity or two. We had best stick to business. Go forth and show your adversaries what you have learned. I'll try. Fishies. Making sure the coast is clear. Thanks. Tossing and turning. Edwin, you doing alright? Wait, where's... Throw rug. Fashioned from nearby. Flushing up in the rafters. Lost and fought. Silver cudgel head. Keepsake from wine gold. Rescued from the sea is fully grown and has led a rich life. Huh. Big Bertrudes. Seafaring equipment. Used as a signal when food is ready. Alright. Oh hey guys, funny running into you out here right in the middle of the drink. Know what I mean? No, on a lot of customers today, so have a look, I'll give you a good deal. Press 2. Presents. Face stone. While carrying the barrow moves faster than usual. I really want that. I don't need any of this. Oh, I might do this. When aura casting raise range. Kinda want to sell this, but I can't get it. Use it to get that, so. Yeah, level 10 talisman. Tell all your friends about us because I already told mine. Commence to write. Having landed at Old Kavors, you and your fellow exiles now anticipate the hour that the rites are to commence again. What do you think, Tizo? Do I look just like Mr. Headwind? Tizo is worried that Headwind is still feeling unwell. He'll be fine, Tizo. Wait, I think, what's that? A serpentine creature emerges from the water, followed by several others of its kind. You recognize it as a Wyme of the Sea Dominion. Exiled Wymes of the Sea Dominion tend to seek out the cold of Downside Sea. Known for being reckless and single-minded, they were perfectly suited to fill the Commonwealth's front lines. Sea Dominion, a vast and war-torn undersea regime, home to untold numbers of amphibious Wymes. Having conquered their waters, the Wymes clambered onto the Commonwealth's shores in search of new wars. What they are doing here, you see plain by their ritual raiments. The nearest one somehow loosens its mask. Hello! Good sirs and good ladies! You look awesome. So it is So it is you that heed the summons to glorious competition against this knight and his brigade. Well then, let us battle, now, without delay. More than our freedoms at stake here, but our very honour. And this knight fully intends to reclaim his. Oh, and lest this knight forget. He is called Sir Gilman. He salutes you all on behalf of the Pyre Hearts until the contest. Once proud knight of Sea Dominion on a self-made quest to regain his honour. A triumvirate of Wime Knights who perceive the rights as great battles to be won. He splashes out of view just as the stars above begin to shimmer with strange light. Let's do it again. I'm kind of worried what these guys will bring out. Especially without headwind.
Relentless, aren't we, reader?
I'm sorry.
Even the vastness of the sea was not enough to thwart your coming here. Unto the hulk of Orus.
I might lose this one. I feel like I got a bad feeling about this.
Underestimate your adversaries here, despite their pitiable look.
They're not that pitiable.
I am, of course, referring to the Pyre Hearts.
Nice name though.
These rights are but another war to them, and that makes you their mortal enemy. I expect
Oh god, there's
your
holes.
battle to be glorious.
Alright. Your fellow exiles are gathered on the rotting deck of Hulk of Oars as your adversaries clamber into view. Ruki paws up to them. Say, what are you Wimes even doing here? Can't you just swim back to the Commonwealth or Sea Dominion or wherever it is you came from? Haha! An excellent point! It seems that these adversaries in the rights are clever, wouldn't you say, sire? Just get rid of them already, Gilman. As your commanding officer, this knight hereby commands it. Hark! This knight wishes to introduce his noble commander. No Wime knight in history has withstood as many frontline battles. Doff your helm, sire, as is our custom. May our adversaries tremble at the sight of you. Sir Gilman attends to his commander's mask despite his protest. Wait, give this knight his mask. This knight hereby presents to you the great Sir Deluge. A noble visage, is it not? He is a pretty petty Wime knight of the Sea Dominion who somehow survived countless battles. So Deluge trembles and squirms. So yes, you can swim, or no? Ha! Of course, we knights can swim, or knights of the Sea Dominion can. But we are exiles in this land, the same as ye. We can swim, 'tis true, but 'tis summarily impossible to swing back up the river down which we were flushed to end up here. Nay, there is but one way to return. Silence, Gilman. Nobody cares. But back to your post. Sir Gilman hesitates, but does what he is told. This knight knows who you are, Nightwings, and he is not afraid of you. He somehow climbs back into his mask and calls up to his full height. Now, on guard! The exiles of the Wime Triumvirate take their positions as you focus on the Book of Rights. They're tiny. Reader, Headwind's illness means he cannot help us out here. He shall be counting on us.
Who shall conduct the rites?
Alright. Jodariel, lead the charge.
Jodariel.
Ruki, let's go.
Ruki.
Tizo.
Tizo. Very well.
Graha! Tizo doesn't seem to be intimidated in the slightest by Sir Gilman and Sir Deluge. Gilman, this is a status report. What's the enemy's position? They now stand ready to confront us, sire. A very brave triumvirate they seem to these knights' eye. Brave? Air-sucking monsters, one and all, Pyre Hearts, be ready. Alright.
Begin. 'Twas bound to happen. The Nightwings thus assert themselves.
Alright, Rookie, let's go. Oh, wait. Oh, frick.
Sir
What?
Gilman plunges into the fire.
I can't. Okay.
From burning
Okay.
flame to ash,
Wow. Okay. Rookie.
neither triumvirate is closer than the other. How very fortunate. A blow against the adversary's fire.
Jeez. Go, man. Your form is sloppy. Fight them as though your miserable life is on the line. Your words do wound me, sire. This night gives every right his very, very best. Though perhaps we do not have much to learn from such a brave triumvirate as the one whom we now face. We do have much to learn. Whose side are you on? Get out there and vanquish them at once. Our adversaries stand divided. Let's take advantage of the opening.
There seems to be dissension in your adversary's ranks. 'Tis little wonder these fool worm
I'm
knights
just
are no
gonna
longer
just
fit
ignore
to
me.
serve the
Just
Commonwealth.
just ignore me. I'm gonna go into your pyre. No problem.
Now end the ceremony.
What? Ah, the
There
jump.
it is.
Alright. Ah, close.
Mere attempt.
Rookie. Get in there, Rookie. Oh, wait. God, the dunk. Oh, Rookie, you're amazing.
They brushed aside their adversaries without too much trouble.
That was kind of a bit of trouble.
The ceremony is complete.
I expected more from the Wine Knights of the Sea Dominion. Those wines were quick, alright, but Rookie Greentail's quicker. Scree ya! Tizo is very pleased to have prevailed against the Wine Knights of the Pyre Hearts. This knight commends you, noble Nightwings. Gloriously fought indeed, and this knight shall wistfully remember this defeat until the end of his days. So silence, Gilman. This is your fault, and now cavorting with our enemies. How dare you? This knight was but attending honorary compliments, sire. It is not in accordance with the rights to praise one adversary on a worthy outcome. Well, worthy. This knight will show you worthy, you miserable little minnow. How you are a failure, Gilman. Now, get out. Get now from the knight's sight.
What stirs now in the hearts of all these exiles?
Oh, inspiration means that. Okay, I see. So if you. Okay.
Until the stars
So if they don't play for a
align.
bit and then you play with them, then each exile can talisman a bit. During the Stardust. Okay. After vanquishing the Firehearts in a convincing manner, you at last return to the wagon with your companions. There is little discussion of the Pyrehearts, who seem to have already swam off towards wherever the next stars directed them. Instead, your fellow exile's attention turns towards your companion who was absent for the rite. How is Headwind? The lone minstrel makes a sound, but no words form. As yet, something is troubling him. I urged him to remain bedridden. And he simply would not listen. I am very sorry, but... Wait, what? Everyone stares at the lone minstrel in stunned silence. The lone minstrel breathes a heavy sigh. But then... Hey, what's with the long faces, everyone? Minstrel, I should wring that neck of yours! As I was attempting to explain, Headwind is already up and about, despite my having strongly recommended further rest. Those that are unaccustomed to sea voyage and take ill, they are very likely to experience further symptoms. if they do not remain bedridden, or at least sedentary. Whatever. Hedwin is running a considerable risk of having to spend another night in great discomfort. What are you, a doctor? Nay, although I travelled once with one, extensively. Look, I appreciate your caution and concern, Tariq, but I'm pretty well accustomed to discomfort here, and I had to see how things turned out tonight. I haven't had to stay out of right like that before. So, you're back among the living then, Hedwin? I was just seasick. Nevertheless, your full recovery requires rest. I think we could use some rest after tonight. Anyway, thank you, everyone, for your concern, and I'm sorry that I worried you, or caused you further burden. He turns to you. My friend, what do you say we figure out where to go next? I'm beginning to miss being on solid ground. You follow him outside where the night sky awaits. Hey, I wanted to thank you for conducting the rite back there without me being there. I could rest easy knowing you and the others would get through it. Anyway, I'll leave you to your reading. Begin to imagine where we're off to next. We're all well past anywhere in the downside I've ever been. Even Jody hasn't gone this far. He bids you a good evening as you turn your attention back to the sky. The stars shine upon you. Seek again your destination. I want this one. Trieste, the Silver Star. Silver Star burns bright over the fissured lands of Black Basin. At least Black Basin is like easy to pronounce. Still further north then. Not simply north, this shall prove difficult. What's the problem? Our destination is beyond the deathless tempest. A tempest raging in the sea of solace seemingly for all eternity. That storm that arose after the death of the sea titan, unfathomed plurns, never was entirely subsided. A vessel such as ours has little hope of traversing it intact. Can't we go around it? Given our confrontation with the Pyrehearts, our chances back in Wyme-held waters would be even worse. Come on, people, it will just be another day in the downside. Go get yourself some sleep while you still can. Bet you'll feel better in the morning. Your optimism is infectious. Isn't it? You all concur that rest is in order, for the sea journey has been taxing to everyone. Come daybreak, you shall have to find a way to sail past the deathless tempest. Bay seems to have something on her mind. Oh, hi mister, I'm so happy right now. I'm happy because I was so worried about Mr. Hedwin for a while there, you know. He was so kind to me when we first met, him and Mr. Jodariel and Mr. Greentail and you too. But I just really like him. She sighs, she seems happy to be here. Say, do you She trails off for a moment. Do you think he likes me too? Bay is wondering if you think Hedwin likes her. If she is wondering how Hedwin feels about her, she should just talk to him. Bay should know Hedwin enjoys her company, but may not share her feelings beyond that. There must be a way to redirect her attention to something less awkward. I'm gonna have to let her down. I think he has feelings for someone else already. I think. Gently, you let her know that Hedwin is undoubtedly happy to have Bay as a friend. Though that may be the extent of his feelings, he has a responsibility to the whole group. She stares at you a moment. Then she begins to laugh. Oh, you're so silly, master. I didn't think mean like him like that. That's so embarrassing. Besides, I think that's maybe he's a little old, you know. I'm going to go cheer him up. This is a funny story. She bounds off, leaving to wonder what just happened exactly. +1 hope for the next right. Okay, just checking. Let's go, I guess. Continue your journey. Ragged Rock or Froth Sea. Ruki spotted wreckage in the area and believes there'll be valuables to find. Teaser seems eager to see the wagon head in this direction. Oh. Ah, Ruki's my main man. I'll follow you, Ruki. The remnants of the Shadowed Fleet do little to raise the confidence of your companions, given that the massive Deathless Tempest rages to the north not far from your position. We ought to be more concerned with that storm than in finding trinkets, Greentail. Oh, relax, Jody, and let me do my job. I don't show up when you're out there keeping watch and start telling you to come off of it, do I? Now, do I? You interrupt me in the middle of my work no fewer than 4 times a day. They go one like this for some time before turning to you. Investigating the wreckage is going to take time, but you find something to show for it. Continue searching the wreckage? Yeah, why not? Rookie is rarely mistaken when it comes to finding valuables. Correcting me for he suggests it may be worthwhile to continue searching through this wreckage after having come this far. Rookie grins wide. Knew you'd see it my way, chum. Now let's see what we can get. After exhaustive search. Sorry, chum. I think I was just chasing the refraction of the sun or something. There's nothing down there. Jadario fumes at all this but says nothing. I'm sorry, Jadario. Lost one hope for the next right. You and your companions look upon the deathless tempest. The stars demand you sail beyond it, yet the very thought is beyond reason. Then something in the nearby water stirs, and from it springs something familiar. Hold, good ladies, good sirs. This knight beseeches you to hear him, if you please. What is it now, Wime? The rites are ended. We have no further need of you. Oh, but you do. And in turn, this knight has further need of you, good lady. Out with it then. Let us be joined. Let this knight join you, please. Can you believe this, Hedwyn? Not really, no. Nay, look ye not so surprised. Your valour in the rites did stir this poor knight's soul. He swears to you, upon his long-lost honour as a would-be knight-errant of the Sea Dominion, that he shall serve you to the end. What about your other wine friends back there, the Pyre hearts? They are base cowards! This knight can no longer abide such spineless characters, having witnessed true glory in our clash beyond the hulk of oars. Never before have we been trounced so thoroughly. And furthermore, this knight shall aid your passage through the deathless tempest. Is it not so that you seek passage to the north? With this knight's aid, you shall achieve your wish. Sir Gorman continues to persuade you for quite some time. He seems to know a way across the sea, the storm, some sort of long-held secret among Wimes exiled to these waters. Jadario pulls the rest of you aside after Hedwyn gives her a look. Are you most sure that Sandalwood would want this thing along? Mostly sure. Sandalwood wants someone for each mask, and this one seems about as good as we're going to get. Jadario glowers back at the wine, who tries his best to look presentable. Hedwyn is more gracious. He tells Sir Gilman that if he promises to help you across Deathless Tempest, then he can come along, for now. This knight is overjoyed, and he hereby swears to see you past the storm. Though first, this knight requires your consent. Give unto this knight your blessings in the name of the Night Wings, and thus shall he go forward. Sir Gowan seems to be asking your permission for something. Really, what he's asking so he can get on with it already. Not clear as to what exactly someone intends you to do right now. What do you want? As you begin to say something in response, Sir Goman cries out in triumph. He vanishes into the depths, yet through this close encounter with him, you cling to some sense of where he is going and what he intends to do. Gilman is determined to help you cross the Deathless Tempest, help him see his mission through. Aura child extends behind him in an aura slash. Oh. Determined to prove himself to you and the Nightwings, Sir Gilman emerges somewhere in the outer reaches of Sea of Solace and calls out to you. Master, Reader, if you can hear this knight, then he implores you now. Lend him your guidance. This knight's objective ought be not far east from here. Today, we shall bring peace to the embroiled sea. Know, however, that among this knight's brethren, the actions we are about to take are highly forbidden. But they are highly just. Thus, Sir Gilman sets forth to quell the storm that rages to the north. Traverse the reef. What? All right. Hark! Yonder lie the foul spawn of unfathomed clones, boiled the seas of their wrath. The sea titan was slain by the scribe under King Ors. Her brood lies dormant in the sea. Tales of her monstrosity long spread across the world. Book of Rites. Exiled wives within these waters long have harbored these abominations, using them to bar passage through the downside channels for any save this night's own kind. Begone now from here, fiends! This night shall finish what the Under King Ors started. Banish the foul spawn. To slash the end. Whoa! Hold it right there, you traitorous slug. How dare you turn your back on this knight to your superior? Superior by rank no longer, for we are no longer served the Commonwealth. Last this knight checked, here, you hold no sway over this knight. Ah! And what have you done to the spawn? Have you no honor left at all? This knight has done that which required doing. His honor cannot sink much lower anyhow. He figured this would be an ideal time to free himself from servitude to you. Well, why you dared to dodge Tempest for those night wings? Good Sir Deluge. This knight has born to dare. Now, come and fight this knight if you so dare as well. Pyre hearts, banish him. This is your order. You wanna fucking go? You wanna fucking go? Okay, it does a little bit of an AoE effect, so that's pretty cool. What now, Sir Deluge? Shall you not face this knight yourself and leave the dirty work unto your charges? For fine, Gilman, you wish to stand against your commander, then have it your way. Sir Marsh, Lady Seagrass, to me, banish this troublemaker. So. You are the master of this night no longer, Sir Deluge. Thus, shatter our fraternal bonds. This knight would say it was an honor serving you, Sir Deluge, but that would be a bold-faced lie, and yet another stain upon his blackened reputation. Until we meet again. Wait, you little traitor, this knight shall have your head. Gilman! Or /5 instantly press it right. Miss X had to charge up their attacks. Okay. It's pretty cool. As the day wears on, there's still no sign of Wime Knight. Your companions grow restless, but then... Hail! This knight returns with newfound tales to tell, and new scars to show for them! Sir Gilman is sopping wet and visibly shaken. He struggles to maintain decorum. He is, in short, the very image of a Wime Knight. And more importantly, that little Tempest ought no longer pose a threat for now. Behold! As if on cue, the deathless Tempest begins to simmer and subside. Would you look at that? He really did it. Of course this knight did it! Now, if it would be alright with you, this knight could really use some shut-eye. The Wild Knight then collapses in exhaustion. You and Headwind help him up. A deal's a deal. Sir Gilman, welcome to Nightwings. Huzzah! Sir Gilman joined the group. He also revealed a path north for you. Bid him welcome. Deathless Tempest. Sir Gilman revealed a gap in the storm that seems safe enough to traverse. Deathless Tempest. With Sir Gilman's aid, you managed to breach the Tempest. You were true to your world, Wime. I shall give you that. But now what? We are stranded in this cursed storm. A most excellent question, and from one most fair. Call me that once more and I shall tie you in a knot. Ah, and from one most spirited as well. This knight was wise to side with ye. Just Where do we turn from here? Answer the question. Now. Sir Gorman does no such thing, although eventually he does make note of a specific current that should lead you to the lands beyond. If I may, I can corroborate Sir Gorman's account. We are close to making landfall. Then let me be the first to say it. Let's go. You're on the verge of sailing across the Sea of Solace. Voyage onwards. Say, Tarek? Aye, Ruki, what is it? That loot you're always carrying around. You know how to play that thing, don't you? Why, I suppose I do. Good, because I was thinking, it's a little gloomy around here. We could use a little tune to lighten up the moon. You know what I mean? Aye, then let me see what I can do. Sir Gilman claims the downside's northern landmass should be just beyond these waters. Ah, you have a beautiful voice, Tarek. This is an awesome band of merry adventurers we have.
The stars all hide away from the chill until the evening rise.
Black Basin. At last your wagon rumbles into solid, jagged ground. The land called Black Basin. Your fellow exiles unpack the wagon so you can take stock of how best to reach your destination. Black glass, searing vapour, and strangling forests mark the forsaken lands that loom across the sea. The 8 scribes first discovered this, the northern landmass of the downside. Oh, someone to talk to. Ah, Sir Gilman, what's up? You approach Sir Gilman, who must have just finished practicing his fencing maneuvers. He regards you with his single eye. Hail, Master Reader! This knight is determined to train harder, having joined the famous Night Wings. He shall ensure that his triumvirate continues to live up to the most feared reputation. This is such an honour, and this knight has a great deal of honour to regain. Having fled the Pyre, this knight fully expects how to conduct the rites in a most honourable fashion, to the fullest letter of the law described within the books. Some triumvirates this knight has met, and perchance mentioned by name, they are inclined to bend the rules a bit, sometimes a lot, and to prevail by any means they can. This is wrong! The exile who refuses to obey the rules as they were written by the under King Ors and his 7 friends deserves neither his honour nor his freedom. Thusly, does this knight have confidence the Master Reader shall resist any temptations to conduct the rites in any underhanded fashion. Now, then, this knight shall undergo under thorough cleansing, having trained until the point of foulness, so please excuse him, Master Reader. Alright, so he slithers off, humming some sort of chivalrous tune. What's his thing then? I want to see what Sir Gilman's crest, there he is. Shows a certification of knighthood in the Commonwealth, oft sought by Wime Knights. Awesome. You find that Headwind has asked for several volunteers to scout the area and report back. Alright everyone, don't go too far, let's meet back by dusk. Please, use caution, the exiles dwelling in these lands are rather territorial. For your part, you remain with the Black Wagon to keep watch. You see occasional dark shapes soaring across the sky, but none of them draw near enough for you to see in any detail. Eventually, your companions make their way back, and everyone arrives as planned, or earlier. Hi everyone, I'm back! I have come back! Bay returns from the east with little to report, save for word that the glowing molten rock there is very, very hot. This knight yet lives, although he has little else to report. The newest member of the group, Sir Gilman, returns from a northern pass, visibly shaken. He appears to have discovered the intense fear of heights. Tizo wonders whether any species of fish lives in the pools or rock nearby. That is not helpful, Tizo. The little imp Tizo seems disappointed to have left the water behind. He remains with you, near to the wagon. There is a western pass that seems traversable. If we travel by the light of dawn, the shadows and the crags may well cover our advance against whomever may be watching. Begging your pardon, I do not wish to contradict your strategy, madame, Though, in my experience, we shall not remain hidden for long during the climb towards the nest of Trista. According to the stars, the next rite shall soon commence here. The exiled heart matriarch lived in solitude among these very cliffs. The exiles are the high wing remnants. You may have no love for them inherently, but they have no qualms with me for now, and may be able to negotiate safe passage. The last surviving faction of the Winged Harps, the ancient enemies of Commonwealth. They are as coarse as their feathers, they hold themselves superior. The Archjustice and Robalus. 9th. Negotiate with them! And Headwind steps in as the lone minstrel bows and backs away. Hey, let's not decide on this just yet. We're not going anywhere right now. That much we can agree on. We'll decide how best to go ahead come morning. For now, let's take the rest of the afternoon and get our bearings. Jadario glares at the sky as everyone else disperses. You have the rest of the day to practice vocations. Use well your time. Bento companion. More experience points. You are 3,250. You're 3,250 as well. Huh. Maybe we could just like level up Headwind again. Sure. Of course, we're going all this way. We better make the most of this. You and Headwind spend most of the time reviewing some of the specific aspects of the rites, such as the properties of the aura. You sense you gain something from it. Cool. There's always more to be learned in all this. That much I can tell. Nothing here. Oh, something on her mind. So then, we are back on solid land, or something like that, Then, this must be Black Basin, flames and noxious fumes on one side, suffocating forest on the other. Lovely, lovely place. So good of you to take me here. You truly would pursue those blasted stars until the farthest corners of the land, it seems. Though, I had better cease my blasphemy, or else the scribe himself just might descend from up on high and strike me with another much-deserved penalty. The thrill of transgressions, reader, sometimes it keeps me going, not that I have any real choice. Now, we had best get back to our normal business, as it were. Take care of yourself, reader. The lone minstrel believes he can negotiate self-passage with the hearts via this path. Wishes to avoid the hearts by staying on the low ground. I haven't sided with Jadario many times, so let's side with her this time. The shattered lands of Black Shore proved difficult to traverse for the Black Wagon. Jadario searches for a solid path forward, to little avail. Fire on these blasted lands, how are we to proceed through this? Perhaps I may be of some assistance. This place is not so unfamiliar to me, nor are its hidden denizens. Please remain with the others until I return, madam. I shall not be long. The minstrel disappears into the cliff before Jadario can protest. In the meantime, you and she continue to keep watch, sensing unseen eyes. The last time that one disappeared on us, we searched for him for days. But this time he soon returns. I have secured safe passage through the nest of Trista. We may proceed. Downside celestial landmarks. Secured safe passage with whom exactly? Just then, a winged woman dives from the sky. She looks Dariel up and down, and then she stores away without a word. The lone minstrel says nothing more either. Jadariel's scowl deepens. For centuries, the Commonwealth withstood the high wing remnants' treacherous results, thanks to soldiers such as she. Lost 4 hope for the next rite. God. At last you arrive at the nest of Trista, where the next rite is soon to commence. You cannot shake the feeling that unseen eyes watch the wagon's ascent, and remain watching now. Oh, more pages. We're still on 1. How many? Oh god. Are there? The hunt for myrrh in the wells of Gull. My emperor lay there, bleeding and alone, stranded in a bitter land beyond the river. With fleeting consciousness, he understood the folly of his quest, and the folly of his rule over his country. Thus did he await the last embrace. It was the imp, Haub, that nursed him back to health, and warned him often of the dangers he would have to face. Many enemies of Myr would come in search for him, some under employment by the rope caller, some longing openly for cold, uncomplicated vengeance. I was one of them. I plunged into the river willingly. We needed to be sure that he was dead. I don't have much money. Oh hey guys, what brings you out here? No wait, don't tell me, I don't want to know. All I want to know is you get a best deals and downside. Could I even raise it anymore? I can keep raising it. Oh wait, where'd it go? Oh, you have it. Quickness. I've got 3 ranks to do. That'll raise its quickness up to 3 at least. Let's do it. And then rank 10 might raise his quickness up again. There you go. Edwin, have it back. Pretty you're doing business, and you guys be sure to tell your friends, okay? Commence the rites. You and your fellow exiles gather on the blasted lands called the Nesta Trista, expecting the imminent commencement of the rites. You see no signs of any adversaries, but then you hear a whooshing sound from above. This, then, is what passes for the Nightwings. Now, such a rabble, not even dressed for the occasion yet. It seems the scribes have little pride in their tradition. Hold your tongue, little bird. We have not come for talk. No, you have come on behalf of your commonwealth. Mark well my words, you horned filth. Well, when at least we free ourselves, your home shall burn. With that, the heart swoops off as Gridariel glowers after her. It is only then you realize that her heart has come. She is quite serious, I assure you. I can help you sort her out. It's in our mutual interest. You know naught of my interest. Let's give this another shot. Hi, my name's Pemifa Thayan. The surly one back there, that was my blood sister. No need to judge her harshly, though we've only just met now. Though I must say, something about you reminds me of her. How dare you implicate that I have anything in common with your ilk? Just then, Hedwyn shows up to intervene. He whispers something to Dariel. No, Hedwyn, you cannot be serious. Jody, I'm asking you to trust me on this one. Am I perhaps interrupting something? Say, by the by. However, did you make all this way across the sea? Didn't see her flying. Trust is something I loathe to give away, Hedwyn, but you have set our course thus far, and I have followed, so do as we must. That sandalwood had better have an explanation for all this. Jadario storms off as Hedwyn turns to you. What's your take on this one, my friend? Our informant wants someone for each mask. I hadn't expected would run to her heart, yet here she is. What are you getting from her? You turn your attention to Pemifa. Appears to be one of the Hearts to Highwing remnants, now bound in exile, who has been watching with bemused interest. Ah, a reader are you? Pleasure to make your acquaintance, darling. Well, here I am. Gaze intently all you like and tell your comrade there the truth of it, why don't you? You sense that she is conflicted about something, though you do not know what. You also sense, however, that her motives here and now are earnest. Hedwyn wants to know your initial impression of Pemifa. She's alright. Willing to take Pemifa at her word and see her in a potential evaluating act. It may be that her training gives her some resistance to your scrutiny. Having only met her, you cannot sense where to trust her and defer to Hedwyn. I'm gonna admit that I do not know for once. I wanna let some time pass. You tell Hedwyn that you cannot adequately judge Pemifa just yet. While you are certain reservations, you defer to him on what to do. I understand, my friend, and I appreciate your backup on this one. Above all, I need to give Sandalwood the benefit of the doubt, which means doing the same right now for Pymitha. We've come this far thanks to a certain faith, and right now it's telling me to take her with us, even though Jadario isn't going to like it. He then turns to Pymitha. I'm Hedwig. We'll accept your offer on 2 conditions if you'll hear me out. Conditions? Why sure. I love a good condition or 2. First, after we're finished here tonight, you come along and make sure that your blood sister and her friends don't give us any trouble when we're headed out. Second, you have to find a way to get along with Jadariel, whom you met earlier. Brilliant! I had no plans to stick around here anyway. As your demon friend, no doubt we'll get on famously. Famously. Oh god, I don't know that word. Now, I don't suppose you have an extra set of raiments I could use, because I think the rite is getting started. Look up and see that she is right. Pymitha Thane joined you. Bid her welcome. She has a score to settle. So many new people. Gee whiz. Each of the different races of Downs had a distinct set of abilities when conducting the rites.
Reader, I thought for sure the stars would have eluded you by now.
Nope, still here.
Yet here you are, somehow, upon the nest of Trieste.
Trieste.
And
Oh.
you've swelled the ranks of your triumvirate not merely with another, but with 2. One from the Pyre heart, no less. And one who seeks the favor of the adversaries whom you'll imminently face. They are the essence. Winged terrors, as you soon shall see.
Winged.
Can your longing for freedom match their hatred for the vibrant country that was once your home?
Oh my lord. From a distance you observe Pymitha, now clad in Nightwing's raiments, head towards the adversaries in the right. You, what sort of heathen heart would dare take wing against us? Your new companion then looses the bindings on her mask. Hello there, Pymitha. Pymitha's blood sister stares back at her while before responding. What in the saint's name are you doing here with them? 5th of the 8 scribes of the Book of Rites, known as disciplined or blessed born, eldest of the heart matriarchs. She anointed the Book of Rites and gave its words their power. Doubtless come to dig your talons in my back again? No, sister, I've come to have a word with you. Save it. I cannot help but share your poisoned blood, but I shan't ever count you as my sister. You expect me to believe that you came all this way for talk? You waste your time as ever. What's life if not a waste of time, dear sister? Give me a chance, why don't you? What do you even have to lose anymore? Besides, I've come a long way. Silence. You shan't have come here, and the time for talk has long since passed. If only you could see yourself, again, consorting with my enemies. Fine then, savor their defeat, but I warn you, stay away from me. Pymitha says nothing more as her blood sister turns away again. Pymitha gets your attention. Listen to me, reader darling. The rest of you are ill-equipped to navigate this place. Let me conduct this rite on your behalf, and my wings will bring you victory. Dear lady, your wings ring true. This knight is flattered that you have not eaten him as the tendency among your kind. This knight hereby volunteers his post in the triumphant for thee. Refuses to participate in the knight's this rite so that Pymitha can face her sister. Oh. You observe the treacherous terrain. Pymitha should be better suited to the rites here than the rest of you. I mean, if you say so.
Now, let us get started.
Everyone else is reluctant. Well then, you want some movement speed? Have some movement speed. Pymitha. Why, I thought you'd never asked there, darling. I accept. If the little bird is going to conduct the rites for us, then I shall not. Wow. Jadariel. Unwilling. Choose. Chivalrous. Okay. Hedwig.
Edwin.
You can count on me, my friend. Rookie.
Rookie.
Huh? Oh, yeah, you got it, chub.
is done.
Come then, sister. Perhaps when we are finished here, you'll spare a moment of your time. I shan't be tricked by you again, Pimifa. How poetic that we must meet here in the downside. I cannot think of nowhere else where I would rather see you rot for what you did to our people and to me. Pimifa seems to sense your presence and then catches your attention. Hello there, reader darling. If I'm to be at your mercy in all of this, I'd like to very much if you could minimize how often I am to wallow in a state of banishment. Quickly, let me show you what we sisters of the High Wing Remnants can do. Hold W to fly until stamina depleted.
You put yourself amidst a feud between two sisters? That seems entirely unwise. Even for you. Tread lightly around that exiled Pamitha.
Dash knocks.
Her kind's all but forgotten Saint Triesta's
Oh.
grace.
Hold right to tackle. Whoa! Cannot be banished while tackling. Okay. See, darling, we harms. We're not so bad. Now I suppose we better get to work and just don't go unarresting to Mifa over there. I trust you'll do your best you can. To the sky, sister. Talon formation. Oh shit. Oh god.
Your Pyre is the first.
Oh god. Headwind, was it? Tell me something. You know how to fly? I wish I did, right about now. Then listen up. My blood sister there, she'll swoop right past if you're careless. But we harps simply cannot get much altitude down here. So if she goes for any unfair tricks, just jump for it and catch her in the act. She always hated when I used to do that to her. Right, so I just need to jump to block flying adversaries.
There.
Yeah.
So it is. Perhaps you are worthy. Almost.
Edward, come back. What? There we go, I got it. Oh. Okay, I can't just run into her.
It is what
God.
the scribes ordain.
Okay,
Your pyre shall soon be ashes on the ground.
get it. Get it, rookie. Jump, rookie.
Rookie doused the adversary's flames. It seems the Nightwings are a bit ahead. Poor exile.
There we go.
Plunged into their pyre. A banishment.
They're just running themselves into it. I mean, I'm cool with it.
Grace.
City AI. Damn you, Pimifa. You are no true thing. To think that you have the gall to call me sister still after everything you rout upon us. I hate to break it to you, Pimifa, but I don't think my actions, however much they hurt you, had any effect on our familial status. Look, I know I wronged you. That's why I'm here. You don't know my side of the story. Your side of the story. If I wanted to hear more lies and deceptions, I ought to have asked the Commonwealth to stay my sentence for a while. Well, if you come all this way to face me, Pimifa, then come and do it. You and me. You think that you can see Pimifa shake her head. Everyone, stay back. Prevail over Pimifa.
What is it those two think they're doing? The rights are not the place to settle petty scores. And it is done. The you-know-who prevail. The scribes themselves surely have taken note.
Yee. I was a bit worried for that
The
one.
right is complete.
You Commonwealth filth. Only through that traitor's help could you have beaten us. You postponed the coming of our liberty. But we are ever patient, and our sisters on the other side shall have their day, with or without my aid. Timitha, wait, please. You found good company there, Timitha. May you wither here with them. I hope you, sincerely, we shan't ever meet again. Timitha stands motionless as her blood sister departs. Hey, she's gone. The rest of us are headed back. What about you? Sure, I don't see why not.
The 8 scribes bless us with their ways.
No matter what anyone says, I refuse to think that there's some sort of limit to one's understanding of all this. Cool. Nah, just a new level.
Until the stars align.
In the rights, press W to block airborne adversaries. They tend to jump flatter or fly towards our flyer. Okay. So you can jump to block a jump, block a jump as well. Good to know. After overcoming the essence with your aplomb, you and the others return to your wagon to consider your next move and how best to interrogate Timitha into the group. Integrate, not interrogate. Integrate Timitha into the group. Don't worry, I won't be staying any longer than it takes. I like my air fresh so I can sleep up on the roof. I trust the rights will cause my path and Timitha's to cross again before long. You're welcome with us for now, Timitha. Trust is what got us here. Isn't that right, Ruki? But Ruki does not seem to hear the question. He's been rather quiet since first encountering your new guest. Timitha shoots him one of her smiles. He stammers something about having to check the wagon wheels again. He runs off. During the discussion, the minstrel pulls you aside. Rita, ask a moment of your time outside. There's somewhere I may ask we go. Here in Black Basin, Rita. By your leave, of course, and provided that the stars allow it. Would you look upon them for us, please? Look towards the heavens. Seek now your destination. This one. Lu, the Vernal Star. Vernal Star burns bright over the densest woods in the Black Basin. That looks like a cherry tree. Doesn't really seem suitable for Black Basin, but you know what? It's fine. The Glade of Lu, directly due west. Then it's just as my client indicated. According to the stars, the great sap scholar Lu Scalarian here vanquished the root titan, limbless as Arizek. This client of yours, our infamous Sandalwood, he entrusted us with this wagon, this quest. Why? What does he want from us? You may ask him yourself. He awaits us somewhere in the waking wood, due west. How do we find him? He shall find us. It seems you are soon to finally meet Sandalwood. At dawn, you shall have to cross a single narrow path leading west, where he supposedly awaits. Hey there, Timitha. You approach Timitha, who has kept to herself since she joined your small band. You sense she is unaware of you as she preens her flight feathers, but then she speaks up before you can do the same. Come to check up on me, Rita darling? In those first moments when we met, the lack of confidence which you related to that nice headwind boy, it's understandable you'd not see past these wings. One of your kind's ancient enemies just happens to insert herself into your group, and you just go with it? However, I assure you that my motives here are plain. You'll see. My business with my blood sister Timitha, and nothing more. You briefly met, I think. She's quite a catch. There's still a little quibble between us. Well, it's a long story, all in all. One that frankly no business but hers and mine. Surely we'll run into her again. Maybe not soon, but in time. And we have the rest of our long lives to wait. Anyway, happy to aid you in your quest, until such time, especially to the extent that it aids me and mine. A simple exchange. Until then, stay vigilant, darling. You needn't concern yourself making small talk with someone like me. And besides, we harps have a saying, liars abound. She swoops away before you can respond. Yeah. Nothing to see here. Permissions moonshine. Kept close at hand in the off chance of a good occasion or a very bad one. Alright, well, yeah, I think I'll stop for this episode. Oh god. I need to stop playing because I kind of need to sleep and I need to do other stuff other than play games all day. But yeah, I'll try and come up with the next part as soon as I can. I'm absolutely loving this game. All the characters, I keep saying this, but all the characters seem really full. Just like whole characters. And quite like Sir Gilman. He's pretty cool. Bay's just as weird as ever. Taizo's just the same, off on his own. Oh, chewing on something. Consoling Headwind about something. Being consoled by Bay. Securing the wagon. Nearby. It's just a merry band of adventures so far. They're awesome. I love them all. I must protect all of them. The best I can. But yeah, I'll see you guys then. Bye bye. Bye 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 bye.